Picture this: a rainy night in Baltimore, April 4th, 2025, streets slick with neon reflections, the air heavy with the scent of wet asphalt and unspoken rules. A black man in a leather jacket strides down a dimly lit alley, his breath fogging in the chill. He's Detective Isaiah Brooks, 42, a 15-year veteran of the BPD's homicide unit, sharp-eyed, broad-shouldered, the kind of cop who's closed more cases than most see in a lifetime. Tonight, he's off duty, heading home after a late shift, his badge tucked in his pocket, his service weapon holstered under his coat. Then, out of the shadows, a patrol car screeches to a halt. A white cop, Officer Travis Keene, leaps out, gun drawn, eyes wild. "Hands up now? Don't move, you son of a bitch." Isaiah stops, hands rising slow, his mind racing. This isn't a routine stop. It's a mistake about to explode, and what happens next? It's not just a confrontation. It's a viral wildfire that'll burn through every screen in the country. Stay with me, because this isn't just one man's story. It's a mirror held up to a fractured world, and you won't want to miss the reflection. Let's set the scene right, because a moment this raw has roots that run deep. Isaiah Brooks isn't some rookie. He's a legend in the precinct. Born in West Baltimore, raised in a row house where the walls shook from gunshots and gospel hymns alike. He joined the force to fix what broke his childhood: the drugs, the bodies, the way cops looked at kids like him and saw only threats. He's got a scar above his left eyebrow from a bar fight he broke up in '09, and a drawer full of commendations he never brags about. But tonight, none of that matters. To Keene, a wiry 28-year-old with a buzz cut and a badge still shiny from the academy, Isaiah is just another black man in a dark alley, too tall, too confident, too out of place. Keene's radio crackles, his voice sharp. "Got a suspect, male, black, armed. Send backup." Isaiah's stomach drops. Armed. He's a cop, not a criminal. But he knows how this script plays out. Before we go further, let's talk about that script. I've spent years digging into racial profiling, and the playbook hasn't changed much since the days of stop and frisk or driving while black. Studies, like the 2022 ACLU report, show black men are 3 times more likely to be stopped by police than white men, and twice as likely to face drawn weapons, even unarmed. But stats are cold, stories bleed. Isaiah's lived this before. Pulled over at 19 for looking suspicious, frisked at 25 outside his own apartment. He became a detective to rewrite that narrative. But here's the gut punch. Keene doesn't see a badge. He sees a stereotype. And that's where this story ignites, when the hunted turns the tables and the world watches. Back to the alley. Isaiah keeps his hands up, voice steady despite the rain streaking his face. "Officer, I'm BPD. Detective Isaiah Brooks, homicide. My badge is in my left pocket." Keene's gun doesn't budge. "Shut up. You think I'm stupid? Hands on the wall now." Isaiah's jaw tightens. He knows the drill: comply or die. He turns, palms flat against the brick, rain soaking his jacket. Keene steps closer, gun pressed to Isaiah's back, barking, "Where's the weapon?" Isaiah's calm cracks just a hair. "It's my service piece, holstered. I'm a cop. Man, check my ID." Keene snorts, patting him down rough, yanking the badge free. He stares at it, then tosses it to the ground like trash. "Nice try. Fake as hell." That's when the alley lights up, not from sirens, but from a phone. A kid, maybe 17, hoodie up, films from a fire escape, live streaming to X. "Yo, they got a brother pinned. He says he's a cop." Let's zoom out, because this is bigger than Isaiah and Keene. It's a collision of history and now. Think about Oscar Grant, 2009, shot dead by a transit cop in Oakland, caught on camera. Or Eric Garner, 2014, choked out on a Staten Island sidewalk. "I can't breathe," echoing into eternity. Those videos didn't just document. They detonated, sparking protests, hashtags, reckonings. Isaiah's moment is joining that lineage, but with a twist. He's not a civilian. He's one of them. And that's where my years of research kick in. Black cops walk a razor's edge, trusted by neither the streets nor the precinct, caught in a no-man's land of identity. Keene's not just wrong. He's blind to the possibility Isaiah could be his equal. And now, the world's about to see it. Here's a subplot to crank the stakes. Picture Tasha, Isaiah's sister, 38, a nurse who's seen too many gurneys roll in with bullet holes. She's at home, scrolling X, when the live stream pops up. Her heart stops. Those shoulders, that voice, it's Isaiah. She's the one who patched him up after that '09 fight, who cried when he graduated the academy. Now she's dialing his captain, her hands shaking. They're gonna kill him, Mike. Do something. Back in the alley, Isaiah doesn't know she's watching, but he feels the weight of every eye, real and digital, boring into him. The kid's stream hits 10,000 views, then 50,000. Comments flood. That's a cop. Racist pig. Let him go. Keen's oblivious, still snarling, until backup rolls in. 2 more officers, 1 black, 1 white. Their faces shifting from routine to shock as they spot Isaiah's badge in the mud. Keen's unraveling now. He's lying, he shouts, but the black cop, Officer Daniels, steps up, voice low. Travis, that's Brooks. Homicide. Stand down. Keen's gun wavers, then drops, his bravado crumbling. Isaiah turns, slow, picking up his badge, wiping it on his sleeve. You done? He asks, eyes locked on Keen. The white cop mutters, check it, but Daniels is already on the radio. Confirmed, Detective Brooks, BPD. Keen's out of line. The kid's stream explodes, 100,000 views, trending worldwide. By morning, it's on every news feed. Black detective held at gunpoint by cop. Viral video sparks outrage. Keen suspended, then arrested, assault, misconduct, bias charges piling up. Isaiah's face is everywhere, a reluctant icon. Let's ground this with a real echo. Think of Marcia Blake, a black off-duty cop in New York, 2017, nearly shot by colleagues while intervening in a fight. His badge out, still a target. Or Robert Jones, a black detective in Philly, 2021, harassed by suburban cops despite his credentials. Isaiah's story fits that mold, but it's the viral twist that flips it. Here's my take. After years of sifting these tales, the camera doesn't just record, it judges. Keen's not just a cop gone rogue. He's a symbol of a system that assumes guilt first, humanity second. Controversy time. Was Keen a bad apple, or the fruit of a rotten tree? Should Isaiah have fought harder, or was his restraint the real power? I say it's the latter. Dignity under fire burns brighter than any fist. If that stirs you, hit that like, share it, because this is just heating up. The fallout seismic. Protests flare. Baltimore's streets pulse with chants of badge don't mean black. Keen's body cam leaks, showing him bragging pre-stop. Gonna bag me one tonight. He's jailed within days, a rare swift reckoning. Isaiah's at home, Tasha beside him, watching the clip hit millions. You're a hero, she says. He shakes his head, just tired. But the kid from the fire escape finds him, hands him a USB. Kept recording. You're welcome. Isaiah nods. Evidence, leverage, a weapon for the next fight. The video's not just viral, it's a spark. What's the lesson? I've learned this from decades of stories. Power bends when you expose its cracks. Isaiah didn't win by shouting. He won by standing, letting the world see. But here's the debate. Does going viral change anything, or just vent steam? I say it's a start. Every view chips at the myth of control. Picture Isaiah, rain-soaked, badge in hand, walking away. That's not just survival, it's defiance. If this hits you, smash that like, share it wide, because this fight's ours, and it's still raging.